Alright, guys. I had a lot of fun recording the first part of this, so I'm gonna go ahead and record the second part. I'm gonna have it premiere at probably 12:30 Central Time. At night, and then that for Green Ethan, that will be 10:30 at night. So we stopped on Friday, so yep, Saturday. We'll just go to 2 p.m. Why not? Alright. But yeah. I'll probably talk about it with you via text on Discord, but I think I should premiere before you. If you ever want to have some days where we both premiere, I think I should premiere first. Well, on some days. So have you gotten used to your new surroundings? I know you can take care of yourself, but here's a little something to help you out. Yeah, I think she sends money to us, actually. Yes, thank you. Now we're at the 60,000 mark. We are officially halfway to paying off our second debt. Because our second debt is... If you remember, it was 120,000 bells. I also want to see if we can get a coconut today. But yeah, Green Ethan, I do think I should probably premiere this before you. Because usually, despite you being behind 2 hours, you usually go to sleep before me. So yeah, I do think I should premiere this first. Unless there's ever a day where I go to sleep before you, then you can premiere first. Or we can just wait, because sometimes when I do go to sleep, like if I go to sleep earlier than usual, I do go to sleep before midnight. Or, 12:30, midnight, whatever. And, that's when you usually become available for a premiere, even later, so yeah. That's something to work out. Okay, yeah, another thing I want to bring up is, some bugs will still come out in the rain, but some will not come out in the rain, like the butterflies, unfortunately. Because we've been relying on those for now. Later we'll rely on palm tree beetles, which they can come out in the rain, but for now we can't. There's barely anything we can catch. That doesn't really do us any good. Walking leaves do not sell for very much. Alright, I'm gonna get rid of these flowers. I mean, I'm gonna get rid of all the flowers anyway later on, because that's gonna help us spawn more palm tree beetles. But they were like on the surrounding areas of the rock, which will prevent me from getting the max amount. Well, this isn't even the money rock, but if it was, yeah. But yeah, I'll probably talk about this with you again when we get on Discord, but yeah. I do think it's fair that I premiere first, because you usually fall asleep by the time while in the middle of my premieres, which, I mean, it's okay, I'm not mad, but I'm just saying, maybe it's a sign that I should do my premieres before you. I also think... Oh god, that's a big fish. Yeah, maybe I will buy a fishing rod next time Tom Nook has one. I'm a bit weary of the input lag. I mean, fishing in this game is a bit challenging anyway, because I mentioned it in the last part, but if you don't pull out your rod right away, the fish will just get away. So yeah. Yeah, seashells don't sell for very much. Oh, no, we already have a shovel. We need this thing. Oh my god. Pitfall seeds piss me off so much. I'm trying to dig one up so I can bury it and I won't have to deal with that anymore. But yeah, fishing, I'm only going to be fishing here and there. Like, if I see a good fish, I'll catch it, but if we just stuck with it, like, for extended periods of time, it's going to get tedious, because rare fish are, well, rare. I'm running around trying to find this damn money rock and other fossils. Okay, I'm gonna try to catch that. Wait, no. Probably... I don't think... I can't tell. And that might just be a boring common fish. Yeah, see? I clicked it right when it bit, but... even, like, if you're just a millisecond too late, like, you're screwed. Like, I mean, you can get away with, like, smaller, like, more common, like, less valuable fish, but rare fish, you know, rare, valuable, big fish, The game does not give you much leeway at all. I can't find these other fossils. We'll just donate the one we have. Yeah, we have to kind of just play it day by day, because, like I said, we need to get some axes, because if we cut down all the trees, that's gonna leave no room for the ordinary bugs to spawn. And the palm tree bugs will have a much bigger spawn rate. No blathers. Well, it's gonna stay that way because this is a mortgage speedrun, not a museum speedrun. Alright. So yeah, my main goals for right now are ooh, giant snakehead. They sell for a decent amount. You know, and, you know, they usually sell for 5,500, you know, 5,500, but they may even sell for more in the mod, because the mod, I believe, does buff up fish prices and bug prices. Coco, please! It's honestly kind of annoying that they ping you all the time. I mean, sometimes it's nice, because it makes the villagers feel alive, but for stuff like this, it can be disruptive. Because sometimes they get in your way and it messes you up. Yeah, I have no idea where this god-darn money rock is. I wish the map would indicate where all your rocks are. It's kind of annoying having to flip your town upside down just to find the money rock. But that's why I leave holes by them. I leave the holes by them to indicate that I already tried that rock for the day. Yeah, you can fill the holes up, or you could just save and quit, and that will do the trick. I may have already tried this rock, but I'll double check, and then I'll try it with the holes this time to indicate I have tried this rock for the day. Yeah. Yeah, I have no idea where this money rock is. Or where the other fossils are. Alright. I think there's this kind of secret area that was hiding some stuff. Like, you know, this area. I'll try to go to the edge of that. The edge again. Maybe there's a rock hidden by there. Or a fossil or something. No? Nothing? Alright. Yeah, I have no idea where this rock is. God damn. Oh, okay. No, that one's already been hit today. Jesus. Oh, all right. Okay, well, here's another fossil at least. But this money rock, I have no idea. I'm still getting used to this map. Plus, some may be hidden with behind the trees or some. Yeah, I may have to skip the money rock for today because I still need to get familiar with finding all of the rocks, and I just can't find the one that has the money, I guess. Alright. Well, we need to get Nook and Go anyway. And we need to get a coconut, so I kinda do need to get past these next few days quite quickly. I think when to upgrade Nook's shop, you don't necessarily have to buy from there. I think you just have to sell. Hopefully, once I get to a certain point that I haven't spoken to my villagers in at least a week or so, they'll stop pinging me. They'll forget that I even exist. Alright, coconut. Alright. Miyama Stag, and... Alright. This is either a gyroid, a pitfall, or a fossil. I'm not a fan of gyroids, to be honest. I always found them to be quite annoying. Because you want fossils, but no, it's a freaking gyroid. Ooh, a fossil. There we go. But yeah, I don't know why it takes forever for coconuts to spawn on the beach. That's why I've just been selling these seashells to see if that will speed up the process. Okay, oh my goodness. I'm glad that wasn't a pitfall. I would have fell right in. I'm just gonna keep the scallop size I get, because why the heck not? Not the white scallops, but just the regular scallops. I'll sell the white ones. Oh my goodness. Yeah, my goal for this video is to pay off the rest of the debt. Because we only need 40,000 more bells. Alright. Sometimes bottle messages do have gifts in them. So, we'll keep an eye out for those as well. And we can sell them. Hopefully they can give us a big boost. Oh yeah. I forgot to do this in the last part, but I meant to go inside so I can show off my house. As you can see, it is a little bit bigger. This next debt will make this room even bigger. But the last two debts will give us an upstairs and a basement. And once we pay off all of the debts, we're gonna We'll get a flag as a reward. By our house. Alright, I think we have to play for like at least a week, like 7-8 days, and then we should, by this time we should get the prompt too for Nook to upgrade his shop. I mentioned it in the last episode, I believe, but we do have to have him upgrade his shop so we can get axes. Because like I said, we want to cut down all the regular trees so we can maximize the spawn rate of the palm tree bugs, palm tree beetles. So yeah, that's our two main hurdles: is getting a coconut and getting enough axes. So yeah, I believe we started on July 1st. That's the date I set it to. So I think July 8th or 9th is when we should get the prompt for Nook to upgrade his shop. And yeah, I think I told you this last night, Green Ethan, but I do plan to finally record another Miitopia episode. Okay, Pitfall Seed. We're gonna bury this. What I like to do with Pitfall Seeds, well, in Wild World, this game, and New Leaf, what I do is I bury them in the top left corner of town. 'Cause, number one, it makes the Pitfall Seed isolated, so you know, well, I don't have as much of a chance of stepping in it. And number 2, it prevents them from spawning. So now when I'm digging up cracks, as long as I don't dig up the one in the very top left, I just... you know, I just dig up, you know, gyroids or you know, fossils, instead. Not pitfall seeds, gyroids, from what the community has. Oh my god, go! Get out of my way. Gyroids will spawn the day after a rainstorm. So we won't get them every day. Just, you know, on days after it rains. Oh my god, come on. But yeah, I've been watching Dagnall. You guys may be familiar with him. Probably not you, Green Ethan, but if anyone out there is a fellow Animal Crosser. You guys may be familiar with him, and you know, he does a lot of different Animal Crossing challenges. And yeah, he's inspired me to try to do some as well. Like, he just finished doing a challenge where he was paying off all of his debts across all Animal Crossing games. However, you know, doing all Animal Crossing games at once, you know, that can cause burnout, and he was getting burnt out. So I'm doing it separately. I figured City, like I said, mentioned in the last part, or the, you know, first part, last part, pretty much the same thing, because this is the second part, but you know, this is a good game to start with, because, you know, the pricing system in this game is a lot more simple than the other ones. Some games literally have multiple millions of bells that you have to pay off in total. This game, I believe, has, you know, just under 1 million. Because there's the, you know, the 19,800, you know, I completed that. The 120,000, which we're working on right now. The 240-something thousand. And then the last one is 598,000. So if you add all those together, you'll get like almost 1 million. Not quite 1 million, I don't think, but almost. Oh yeah, something else I did want to I did want to mention is I think we should yeah, I'll talk to you about this beforehand before premiering this, but I think we should do my premieres on YouTube. I mean, yeah, I generally prefer Discord because it's more fun. You know, we have more space to talk. We're not just restricted to one small chat room. But I have other chatters that come to my premieres, and you know, I did have a couple of people come into my premiere, and I don't want them to feel ignored. So yeah, now when we do yours, you know, we can just chat on Discord unless, you know, circumstances say otherwise. But for mine, it might actually be better to stick with the YouTube chat room. But yeah, I'll also talk to you about this before I actually premiere this. Alright, we just need 15,000 more bells, and I can pay off the second debt. Alright. You got a coconut, huh? Alright, we'll try this money rock. If it's not it, then I'll go on to the next day. I don't want to spend too much time finding money rocks, because they can be a pain to find the actual one that has money. So we'll just, you know... Oh, okay, good. This one's it. But yeah, what we'll do is we'll just do, you know, hit the rocks we encounter. Well, we're almost there, guys. I still wanna, even though this is going by pretty fast so far, I still wanna try to see if we can optimize our town for palm tree bug heaven. Because, you know, these next two debts are gonna get bigger. At least I think there's 2 more after this. There might be 3 more, and in that case, maybe we do have like a little over 1 million to pay. We'll see. But I think there's like a $240,000 debt after this one that we're doing, and you know, that's double the amount that we're currently working towards. The next one is either 300,000 something or it's 500,000. But I know 598,000, which 598,000 is
6.
like I said, the last one. I think I mentioned this already, but you know, I've been having a lot going on lately, in a good way, and I have something else coming up on Wednesday. So I think Wednesday night is gonna be when I do my next Miitopia episode, because I'm gonna want to rave about what's all been happening. Ethan, I know you're gonna be gone, you know, because that's April 1st. And you told me you were gonna be gone from March 31st to April 5th, but, you know, I can always premiere it later, you know, after you get back. I just think it'll be a good day to record it. Finally, we have a bright sunny day. So yeah, but I've already gave you a brief rundown about what's been going on. You know, I had a really good doctor's appointment on Wednesday. You know, this past Wednesday, and I have another appointment, not a doctor's appointment, but another type of appointment coming up. Wait, oh my god. Where is that? Oh my god. These freaking banded dragonflies, man. Where did you go? Freaking dragonfly. You jackass. I'll see if I can try to catch this thing, because it sells for a considerable amount. Oh my god, where are you? And where's my coconut? Alright, oh well. Let's just get these 2 fossils identified and sell this stuff to Nook. Those banded dragonflies are annoyingly fast. Did I put donate? Okay, good. No, okay. Sometimes I worry about that accidentally like pick donate. No means no. No is always no. When they say no, it means 1,000 times no, no, no. Fingers pointing, eyebrows low, mouth in the shape of a letter no. Sorry. Yeah, like I said, we don't need to spend a lot of time just trying to. Well, when we do get upgraded, we're gonna spend a lot of time just trying to get an axe. And we're done. We are done ski with our second debt. Or loan, or mortgage, whatever you want to use. Alright. No more debt for me. My house is all paid off. Not quite yet. You still have other debts to deal with. But they're gonna get easier. Just as we can get a freaking coconut. So yeah, we're gonna go verify with Tom Nook. Of course. That's the whole reason why I'm doing this challenge. Pink. Just pink. Alright, let's go ahead and go to the next day. We don't have a coconut. Nary a coconut on the beach.
Seven.
Once we get a coconut, I'll stop focusing so much on seashells because they take up so much space in my pocket and they don't even sell for very much. I'm just doing it. To see if it speeds up the spawn rate. Well, not spawn rate, but you know, just to see if it will net me a coconut quicker. Oh, coconut! Coconut! There's him again. Yeah, he's probably gonna show up a lot, honestly. He's not really someone you can miss, because I'm always running around like a chicken with my head cut off all over town, and he's always gonna be standing on one of my bridges. You know, 75 of the Earth is covered in water, man. That means otters are your new kings. Aw. Pascal is my king, I guess. Aw. Oh my goodness. I'll never forget February 17th. That was such a dumpster fire of a day. Not for me personally, but for a certain community I'm a part of. I won't get into it, but oh my goodness, that day was hectic. You just blew my mind. Now, if we can just get a freaking coconut, that would be great. Great. Oh my god! But giant butterfly on steroids. Okay, remember, I'm playing on a mouse and keyboard, so controls for me are a little clunky. Come on! Come on, come on. Come on. Ay, ay, ay. Can I? No. I was hoping I could just press the X button, but no. Come on! rest of the part is gonna be me trying to catch this butterfly. Okay, guys. Alright. There we go! Finally! Yeah, those birdwing butterflies sell for quite a bit. And then we have the birdwing's younger cousin. Or little cousin. Come on. Alright. $248,000. Yeah, these first two decks were a breeze, but for these later ones, we're gonna need more lucrative ways of making money. God, give me a coconut already. Well, we're gonna need to do a lot of time traveling to get an axe anyway, so maybe we'll probably get it, hopefully we can get it while we're collecting axes. Yeah, these butterflies aren't worth a crap. Tiger butterflies? Do not want. Alright, so what I'm gonna go in my house and show off yeah, see the exterior changes a little bit, and so does the interior. Yeah, see, we just got a room expansion. The next two debts will wait. We have 2 or 3 debts after 2 or 3 debts. I know we have the 248,000. I don't know if we have a 300,000 something debt or we go straight to the 500,000 debt. I don't really remember, but yeah, Next, we're gonna... Yeah, I think there's, like... I think there's 3 more out. Because... Now we're working on getting... Well, we already have an upstairs, but... We're gonna get an actual room. Then we're gonna get a basement downstairs. And then we're gonna... have our final deck, which will be the flag. Actually, the flag is technically the award for paying off the final debt that is meant to be for the downstairs, I believe. Like, it's kind of confusing how it kind of works, but yeah. Alright, we'll go 4 today. Tom Nook we should get the upgrade, or, you know, shop upgrade prompt from Tom Nook on, I believe, the 9th. And while we're doing that, and while we collect all the axes, we'll try to find a coconut. And I'll just sell seashells, get fossils, and, you know, I'll have other ways of making bells while we do work our way towards the major. I could just go 2 days, but I don't know. I kind of want to just go 1 day at a time, like I said, because that can maximize the fossils and the money we make. But yeah, I'll probably end this episode when we get the shop upgrade. I don't know if we're gonna get a coconut in this episode, because they can be pretty stubborn, but we are gonna do a daily check. The music. Yes! I do understand. Scanning the area for some fossils. I I already have a few, but it would be nice to collect some over, and then after I have several, I can take them to Blathers. Alright. We'll probably just time travel 2 days then, and see if that gets us Tom Nook's shop. That way we don't have to have a day without, we're waiting. Alright. I have 4 falsos now, and I'm right by the museum, so let's go ahead and get these repraised, identified. Because you can only do it one at a time, so it kind of gets a bit grindy and tedious if you have, like, several fossils. Luckily, in New Leaf and New Horizons, you can just bulk, click all the fossils and have them identified all at once, but in these older games, well, in the GameCube mod, yes, I believe you can bulk identify, but you do have to wait and send fossils to the Faraway Museum and have them identified there before you unlock it for the mod, because even without the mod, you can't take fossils to Blathers. You have to send them off to the Faraway Museum. Maybe if I, go a couple of days, maybe I'll get a better chance of getting a coconut. Perhaps. Oh, boo-hoo. Stop asking for my fossils. I clicked identify and not donate for a reason. If I wanted to donate my fossils, I would just click donate. Alright, let's... time travel 2 days and see if that will go ahead and give us the shop. Like I said, we won't have to wait in between upgrades. So let's experiment with that while we can.
1, 0.
Give me a coconut now. Oh my god, please. Ooh, okay. So it did help. Good. Okay, bad news is Tom Nook doesn't have an axe. Not yet. So there's like a total of, I believe, 7 tools, and he sells 3 tools a day. So we have like 3 in a 7 chance of getting an axe. He also sells timers and slingshot. You know, this is a timer. That's not something you can get at Nook's Cranny. He'll also sell slingshots now. That's not something we're gonna need for this challenge, so we're not gonna be buying one. But yeah, I'll see if I can get my first axe before ending this off. We'll check our beach, see if we can get an axe, and that's gonna be the agenda, our daily agenda for now. And once we get a coconut and we grow a coconut, we won't need to rely on the beach for any more coconuts. We can just use the ones we get from the trees. It's just this first coconut is, we have to rely a lot on luck, because they are pretty rare, and you know, I've noticed that they do take a while to spawn. So we just gotta be patient. Well, you know, some lucky players probably just have gotten the coconut within a few days, but some of us are not so lucky, and we have to wait a while. And yeah. You don't have an axe again? Come on, Tom Nook. Come on. It may not seem like it's worth it to buy a bunch of axes because it costs money, but believe me, it is worth it. And yeah, you saw that other tool. I think it was on the very left. It was a slingshot. We can use it to shoot down presents or Gulliver's UFO, but we're not going to be needing a slingshot for this challenge, so we're not going to be buying one. I don't know if I'm going to do it in this version of Animal Crossing, because again, it will involve catching the bee, and I still need to get the hang of catching it. But in New Leaf, one of the challenges that I probably will try to do is getting all the gold tools.
1, 2.
Now that we have Nook and Go, I could change it to nighttime, and we could still try to catch some good bugs like the rainbow stag and the giant beetle. I might do that. I'm still gonna cut down all my regular trees, because if I don't, then, you know, they will just be littered with cheap common bugs. But while we're waiting for a coconut to spawn, we get enough axes to cut down every tree. Yeah, it'll be. I might. Yeah, next time I log on, I'll change it to nighttime. Cause the thing is about Nook and Go is it's open until 1 a.m. So I could probably get away with changing it to like 11 a or not a.m. p.m. for example, and it would still be open for a good 2 hours. Yeah, alright. I'll do that. I'll still... Oh, that's not even a fossil. Well, I'll still dig up fossils, or just any cracks in general if I come across them, but they're no longer a priority. Yes, an axe! Thank you, Tom Nook. We'll just sell the cabin bookcase. And yeah, we are gonna... We will come across bees when we cut down all these trees. But I'm probably not going to try to catch them. I'll do it on my own. I'll probably do it on my own time. We also need to shovel down the shovel up the stumps, because bugs will spawn on tree stumps as well. Okay, now you may have noticed, axe, you know, unless you have like the silver axe or the gold axe, they do break in this game. So if you're wondering why I said that I need multiple axes and not just one, well, that's why. Yeah, see? That's why I need multiple of these things. bother burying, or not burying, but fill in the holes. They'll automatically fill. And I'm not gonna, I mean, yeah, I'll do a few flowers, but they're gonna keep spawning. So I'm not even gonna worry about them until the night I'm ready to start catching bugs. The big bugs, the big boys. Alright, we'll play for one more day, and we'll change it over to... I'd say 11 p.m. is a good time. Now, you're probably asking why I didn't just play at this time from the get-go. Well, it's convenient to have Nook's shop opened, even if I can drop off insects and whatnot in this mod. So I decided to just play during the day, but now that we have Nook and Go, it has really, really good hours. Now we can play late at night.
One, three. One, zero.
And when we... Yeah, nighttime. When we get all of our palm trees situated, we're going to change it to 4 a.m. because a lot of bugs stop spawning. That would decrease the spawn rate. Such as moths. Oh no 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 no. I'll identify the fossil eventually. I'm not going to be prioritizing fossils as much now. Oh my goodness, an hour and 26 minutes already. Let's scan the area for rare bugs. Ooh, Dynastid beetle. these are pretty good. I'll just drop off this fossil by the museum for now. We'll scan the area for some rare bugs. Ooh, another Dynastid. Ah. That's dangerously. I can't really see it because of the other tree, but worth a try. I mean, they're not like super ultra mega rare, but they sell for a decent amount, especially with the mod. Alright. Yeah, I think this will be a good time to end it off. Doing this makes time go by so fast. Like, I lose track of times. So, yeah, I don't want this to drag on for too long. So, I'm gonna go ahead and end this, guys. See you guys later. Bye.